Hi guys! Oh my gosh, it has been a while. I have been crazy busy. And, well, I'll just tell you a little bit about what's been going on. Most of you know I have some crazy hip issues, so that's been holding me back. Also, last week I came in here and honestly I was getting ready to do a video, and you may have noticed that the background has changed. Well, the room is now flip-flopped. I used to record from the other side of the room, but when I walked in the door, my wire baskets were falling off the pegboards because honestly I have a lot of yarn. So they were too heavy. So I had to come up with a new system. So I went out and I got these plastic shelves, and the wire racks that I had, my husband put in between the shelves so that the yarn would actually stay on the shelf and not go through the other sides. So that's been a big help. So that took me a couple days to get reorganized, and you know, you had to put everything in a bag and move from one end of the room to the other end of the room, and then I had to take everything back out, and it's been crazy. So that took up some time. Another thing that I've been doing is, and remember, every group that I mention or YouTube channel I mention, I will put the links to down below. So, and sorry if you can hear that noise, that's my dog. She's not wanting to lay on her blanket. She's trying to climb up on one of my canvas bags that has yarn in it. Go figure. So if you hear scratching noises, that's her. Let me go ahead and turn this heater down so it won't hopefully make a lot of noise in the background. But anyway, you guys know I don't edit anything. This is how I am. But anyway, so another thing that I've been doing is I am an admin on a Facebook group called the Tunisian Crochet Graphghan Boutique. And Jessica is the owner of that group. So basically what the group is we are a teaching group. We teach the basics of Tunisian, how to do elaborate Graphghans, and all kinds of Tunisian stitches and things of that sort. And so we've been slowly converting. I don't know if you've noticed that Facebook has units out now, so we've been building our units for teaching, so that new people that come to the group or new people that are new to Tunisian actually have a starting point. So that's been really fun. We have videos on the group, but Jessica is redoing those videos and creating a YouTube channel, which is going to be very exciting. So I will link the Facebook group as well as the YouTube channel below. So what have I finished since I talked to y'all last? Well, I honestly do not have it in here with me because it is huge and it is very heavy. But I participated in the Canadian Crocheters locale, and I will post a picture of the Afghan that I did. It was a Tunisian crochet Afghan. The border of the Afghan was done in the honeycomb stitch, and the main part of the border of the Afghan was done in the Tunisian simple stitch. With it being a locale, meaning location, the idea was that we create something that represents where we live. So mine has the state of South Carolina on it, a deer, and a bass fish, because my husband likes to hunt and fish. So I made that Afghan for him so he could put in the camper for when he goes hunting and fishing. So that was one of the main things I was doing. And to be honest, it was so big and it was so heavy. It was just hard to record anything about the progress of it. I will tell you that I really enjoyed doing it. And with the technique that Jessica teaches for Graphghans, you don't have this big yarny, knotty, blobby mess with all the different color changes. So I would really encourage you to join that group and watch for the upcoming videos on her YouTube channel, because it's an awesome technique. It's a technique that I had never seen before joining this group, and it has made doing Graphghans much more enjoyable. Okay, so moving on. I have my April bingo card printed. And for those of you that do not know about this, Kayla over at Llama Mama Kayla does a monthly yarn bingo, and I will post the link to the video for this month as well as her Facebook group. So basically what you do is you make an item, or you create an item, whatever you're doing that represents something on the square, you mark it off. Now this is supposed to be fun. You don't want to create, you know, your whole to-do list around your bingo card, you know, because that can kind of stress people out. The idea of it is to be fun. So, having said that, there were 2 blocks on this bingo card that were, well, there's more than 2, but 2 I will, sorry about that. 2 of them I will be able to mark off. Yay! Okay, so it was finish a whip. Okay, so I had started, the first thing I started was this Tunisian dishcloth. And that one was done in sugar and cream, and the colorway is Playtime. So I decided that I was going to join Funny Farm Crochet and Carrie Penny at the Happy Crafty Homemaker and do a year of dishcloths. So I'd actually already started this when the April card came out. So I am going to count this as my first whip. I have got a ton of cotton. Can y'all see it over there in that basket? Right there. Oh my gosh. A ton of cotton. So yeah, I will more than definitely be able to participate in a year of dishcloths. So that was the first thing I've done. The second thing I've done is I wanted to do some covers for my Swifter. So I played around the last couple days with different stitches and different things that I wanted to do. There is no pattern for this. I I adapted a crochet pattern but made it into Tunisian. So this is what I came up with. So that is my Swifter. So it's basically the Tunisian simple stitch on both sides, you know, to create the little pocket to put the Swifter guy in. And then the back side is the Tunisian bobble stitch, and then the Tunisian simple stitch in between. I believe that I casted on, I want to say it was 17 stitches. It might have been 18. And yes, it is crochet, but yes, you do cast on. Tunisian crochet is a little different than regular crochet. In the aspect that it's closer to knitting than regular crochet, because you actually cast on, and then you cast on to start your project, then you have a forward pass, and then you have a return pass. So basically with Tunisian, unless the pattern specifically calls for it, you are never turning your work. You're always working on the right side of your project. So like, for example, this one that I showed earlier, this is the Tunisian simple stitch. So this is what it looks like on the front, but on the back, it looks like a knitted purl stitch, but it's actually crochet. So that is that. Okay. The next thing I have done is on this bingo card, it says create a pair of socks. Well, I have knitted a pair of socks recently. I've been working on a loom knit pair of socks, which if you've watched a video a couple weeks back, you've seen that I really wasn't that happy with what was going on. So I scoured Ravelry last night, and I came up with this pattern. Now this is called the Crochet Heart and Soul Socks pattern. It is on Ravelry. It is a pattern from Red Heart, so it is a free pattern. I don't want to show you the pattern itself, but I will show you the picture. So here's the picture of the socks. There's the Crochet Heart and Soul. It is done with a fingering weight, a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook, which is a C, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not excited about that. I might have to go up a little bit bigger. I don't like using those really, really small hooks, but we'll see how it goes. Now, when I was looking for this pattern last night, I had the perfect yarn in mind, because I knew it was in my stash. So then I came out here to the lovely she shed this morning, and I don't know where it's at. With moving from one side of the room to the other, I don't know where it went to, because it was one lonely little ball. So I think what I'm going to do instead is, I have this online sock yarn. It is, let's see if it's, the colorway is on here. Barbie, not sure. But if you look at the pattern, you have your sock, and then you have like the heel, almost like an afterthought heel for knitting. The heel is done after the main part of the sock. So I figured I would go back in with Serenity Sock Weight, the brown, and do the heel. So we'll see how that goes. that is, like I said, a future project for the bingo card. For the slot, create a pair of socks. So we'll see how that goes. Something else I've been working on is, I know a lot of us are designers, or we see a project and say we want to do it in a completely different yarn, that kind of thing. So I've been working on this file, and it's called How Much Yarn Do I Need? Now this is a lot of math, but I'm excited to give it a try. So basically, you know, you figure out, you do your swatch, and you write down the type of brand of yarn, the weight, the color, the project name, that kind of thing. So basically in your swatch, what you're doing is you're figuring out the total number of stitches in a row, the total number of rows, your width and height in inches, and then how much the actual swatch weighs in grams. So once you've got all those figured out, that's when the magic starts happening. Because then you'll be able to tell how much particular yarn that you need for a particular project. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a try, to actually see. I'm sure it'll work. Done a lot of research on it, but that's exciting. Now back to my finished objects, other than the Tunisian Afghan. I've done some knitting dishcloths. So there's 3 more dishcloths that can be added to my, oops, dropped them on the floor. 3 more that can be added to my year of dishcloths. Now, moving on. What new has come into Froggy Day Crochet since the last time we talked? Well, other than the new yarn system in the back, I have gotten Tunisian Crochet Basic Textured Stitches Volume 1, Color and Stripe Stitches Volume 2, and Colorful Pattern Mix Volume 3. Now, all 3 of these books are Tunisian crochet stitches. Okay? They can be found on Amazon. I want to say $9.99 a piece. Not 100% sure, but I know they weren't that expensive. So basically, without, you know, showing you anything, I can do like a quick burp. You get a pattern, you get a picture of the stitch, and then you get directions on how to do the stitch, as well as a schematic. I haven't looked through, I shouldn't say I haven't looked through, because I have looked through them. I haven't done a lot of them. I will say that they are very informative. They are full of stitches. Some of the directions can be a little confusing. But if you are, again, if you're interested in Tunisian and you're looking for something to add to your collection, these are wonderful. Something else that I have done, let's see. I got some more, well, let me start off with these first. I already had, I'm sorry for the crinkle, because I like to keep them together, but these are the Tunisian Crochet Knitter's Pride Dreams set. Okay, so basically you have your hook, focus, and it's interchangeable because you have a cord and you have a little button. Okay, let me put this up here, see if that'll help focus it better. There we go. Okay, so that's what the hooks look like. And this particular set has an E, a G, you have a 7mm, let me pull these out. You have your H, your I, your J, K, and L. Okay. And then the set also comes with the different size cords, as well as more stoppers and the little turnkey that you need when you actually put the cable on. You have to put it in that little hole right there, and it's like a turnkey to make sure that it's tight so it doesn't come loose. Okay. These are not my favorite, to be honest with you. I like them. I'm not gonna say that they are not good quality, that they are not good Tunisian hooks. They are wonderful. I just prefer a different set. So am I saying that I will never use these? No, absolutely not. In fact, I have this set, and I just so happen to have another one in my Amazon cart that when somebody else in the family purchased something, they got mailed. So, that's how you do it, girls. You put something in your cart and you just wait for somebody else to order something, and then you get it. So, I keep all of those in the little plastic case with the snap that they came in. I will be eventually moving them over into my Tomorrow crochet holder doohickey thingy. So that's one set of items that is new since you guys have last been to the world of Froggy Day Crochet. The next thing that I have brought into my world is the Denise. Oh, that is upside down. The Denise Delicue set. So basically with Tunisian crochet, you can use a double-ended hook. And so if you had, like, say, this set or just the single Denise set, you would have to either have two, or at the end of your cable you'd have to have a hook one size and a hook the other size. Which, in all honesty, if you were working in Tunisian crochet in the round, with using two different colors, sometimes you do want one side, one hook to be smaller than the other to help reduce the curling. But on a side note, there are a lot of people on YouTube that say the bigger the hook you use in Tunisian, the less curling you will have. That is not true. It has to do with the actual stitch. And because Tunisian simple stitch is the easiest stitch to learn, that is the stitch that most people use, and that stitch has a big tendency to curl. What I mean by curl is you'll work on your project and it'll start rolling up. Okay? Or here, for example. You see how it's curling? Here at the bottom, that is the nature of the stitch. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. There are several different ways to fix that, which we teach in our Tunisian crochet group. Anyway, moving back to the Delicue. Now, I will tell you in advance, these are from knitdenise.com. And I'm not sure if it's from us talking about them on the group or what, but they have been out of stock for a while. You can get them on Amazon, but I will pre-warn you, they are more expensive on Amazon. So if you're interested in this set, I would wait to see how long it's going to take them to come back. So basically, they come in this little gorgeous red, like envelope type bag holder deal. Okay. And what makes these good is that you have sets F through 19, which, let me tell you, that is a big old crochet hook there, guys. Big. But the Delicue means you get 2. So I have 2 of each size there. If I wanted to do a double Tunisian crochet in the round or something to that effect. Now, the downside. Now, Denise or nobody, Knitter's Pride, nobody pays me for my reviews. This is my honest opinion. The downside to this set is this is all the cables that you get, okay? So, let me pull these out. The longest one you get is, looks like this guy right here. That's the longest one you get, okay? Honestly, it's not that long. I love the concept of these, the way these put together though. So basically you just put your little, that's the end of your hook, your cable, and then you have the end of the hook, and you just pop them in there and you turn it, and that's it. Easy peasy, okay? They are made of plastic, but they are like a high quality plastic. Now, you know, again with Denise versus Knitter's Pride, everybody has a love-hate relationship with one or the other of them. Some people that love the Knitter's Pride do not care for the Denise. And the ones that care for that like the Denise, like me, the Knitter's Pride aren't their favorite. So it's something, you know, that you have to find your niche. I really like the Denise. Really, really like them. So when I got this set, I went on to buy some extra cords, okay? So that I can make my Afghans or whatever I was doing on a longer cord. So I got this extra cord set here, the 24 inch, 30 inch, 40 and 52 inch. So, and they hook up the same exact way, okay? So this is one Denise option. Like I said, it's the double-ended hook. Set. Now, something else that they offer. Now, these I have seen on Amazon. These are also in stock on the Denise website. They also have another set that's called Love Crochet, which you can also buy on Amazon and the Denise site. But this is the other set that I have. So this is like a hard plastic. And when you open it up, you have your cables and then your hooks and some stoppers and extra little connectors, that kind of thing. So this set comes with, again, your size 19 hook, which is huge. A 17. Now these are all US sizes that I am saying. So the 19 is a 15 millimeter. The 17 is a 12 millimeter. And then you have an N, which is 10 millimeters. An M, which is 9. You have an L, which is 8 millimeters. You have a K, 6.5 millimeter. The J, which is a 6 millimeter. An I, which is 5.5 millimeter. An H, which is a 5 millimeter. A size 7 crochet hook, which is a 4.5 millimeter. So it's not the 7 millimeter that a lot of us are looking for, but it is a size 7, if that makes sense. You also get a G, which is the 4 millimeter, and the F, which is a 3.75 millimeter. Now, with this set, you can use them as Tunisian, or you can use them as a regular crochet hook. But because the crochet hook itself is so small, you still have to use one of the cables and a stopper to make it functional. Again, like I was saying with earlier with the Knitter's Pride set versus the Denise set. And sorry if you hear that noise in the background, that is my heater. It's a little chilly out here this morning. These are a little bit smaller. Some people love them, some people don't. I have a very good friend that has very small hands. She does not care for these because of where the bottom of the hook sits in her hand. I'm not saying that they are a bad set. I love them. Personally, I like these more than the Knitter's Pride. Again, these can be bought on Amazon or on the Knit Denise site. They also have a couple other sets. The Love Crochet set. They have different sets that actually a percentage of the proceeds go to breast cancer awareness, that type of thing. So, I mean, so it's an awesome company. It really is. But I will say that if you are intending to use this set to make Graphghans, you are going to need to invest in larger cables. So having said that, I do also have these large cord set, long cord set. I actually got these on Amazon because I bought them as backups to go with the Della Q. I did not have this set when I purchased these. I actually lucked out and got these on Facebook Marketplace from a wonderful young lady that was selling them. So I got these at a great price. So that was awesome. But anyway, I got this long cord set that I actually purchased from Amazon. And they will work with both of those sets. Another thing to note is that these cords and stoppers are interchangeable with the Denise knit set. So if you knit, they will work with those as well. So basically I now have a 24 inch, 30, 40, and 52 inch for the big Tunisian Graphghans, Or if you're doing anything in the round, you need a long, let me back up. If you're doing anything Tunisian in the round and you're using the magic loop technician. Let's try this again. If you are doing anything in the round in Tunisian that uses the magic loop technique, you will need a longer cord to make that work. So, there you go. That is what I have been up to, what's been going on. And hopefully now that everything in my shed, she shed, is put back up where it needs to go, hopefully these videos will now be more consistent, because I have really missed you guys. I mean, honestly, I haven't had time to do any binge watching like I normally do. I've been, like I said, I've been spending so much time on that Afghan and wanting to get it finished for the locale that it took up a lot of time. So I really wish on the card, on the April card, I really wish that work on a blanket project wasn't on the card. But I did have a thought of working on a interlock Afghan, so, you know, to do as a stash buster. So as you can see, I've got a ton of stash, so I might end up starting one anyway. It was already on my mind, so I'm not really, like I said, making my stuff work around the card. I'm making the card work around what I'm already doing or had planned. So that's, you know, that's important. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I love every single one of you. And again, I will post all the links to any channels or anything that I have mentioned in this video down below. I also want to take a minute to thank everybody for watching. Hello to all my subscribers, and hello to my new subscribers, and welcome. And again, don't forget to, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, because it does help our channel. Thanks, guys. Love ya, and happy crafting. And until next time, stay froggy.